I am going to be making zucchini crust pizza. Now this is one of my more asked about recipes that I do because I've posted a lot of pictures of things I've done with zucchini, including zucchini lasagna. But today we're going to make zucchini crust pizza. And so over here I have already grated up zucchini. It's organic zucchini. It's important to do organic. So now I'm going to take a cheesecloth, and because zucchini is a very watery vegetable, we have to make sure to get as much water out as possible so that when we make our crust, they don't come out watery. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add in my cheesecloth a handful at a time. Let me get this in here so that I should have opened up the cheesecloth. If you've got a towel, that works fine. That works just as good. As a matter of fact, if it's a thinner towel, that's better. Usually by the end of the squeezing, I've ripped this to shreds, so much like the zucchini. All right, so we go like this. If you have anybody that's ever bothered you, got you mad, you can just twist it like that. See, just twist it like that. You know, you gotta twist. See how much water's coming out? Come over here and take a look, Sydney. Look at all the water that's coming out. So you wanna get out as much water as possible. If somebody bothered you at school, you could do this too. Yeah. Just, you know, I'm a teacher, so you know this might be good on a really frustrating day too. All right. Not that teachers ever have frustrating days. All right. So this one, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna transfer this over to my bowl. So let me grab my bowl and put it over here. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to be actually making another video in Spanish, so I'm not going to be doing all of the zucchini in this particular recipe. One thing you need to know is you need to preheat your oven to 400 degrees. You're going to cook the crust for 20 minutes. You're going to take it out. You're going to put on your favorite toppings. This one's just going to be cheese because of my vegetarian daughter who doesn't like vegetables or meat. So this is one way that she'll eat her veggies. She actually enjoys this. And I did make my own sauce. I made my own spaghetti sauce, like, you know, pasta sauce or whatever, using fresh tomatoes and onions and garlic and fresh herbs from the garden.
Oh yeah, that was good. Fresh herbs from the garden is always good.
Yep. And I used rosemary, thyme, oregano, and basil. So it always comes out good that way. All right. I always think I should start singing Simon and Garfunkel when I say parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Okay, but anyway, let's continue on. And I'm going to do just about probably another handful, because this is going to be for one crust, and then the other one will be for the other that we'll do for the Spanish video. And so this one is filled with a lot of water. So you just get out as much as you possibly can. Yeah, I got to use the strong muscles.
Aggressive.
I am aggressive. Oh, watch out. All right, so again, my camera operator is my 10-year-old daughter.
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna come over here now, and I have freshly grated Parmesan. I have mozzarella cheese. This is gonna go into the actual crust. And then over here, I like to add, this is granulated garlic, powdered garlic, and this is also granulated onion, okay? Here is just a regular oregano, and I like to add that to my crust because it gives it flavor. Because of the Parmesan and because of the mozzarella, you're not gonna need, okay, because of these cheeses, you're not going to need to salt because they're salty enough. So you'll get enough salt out of the cheeses. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to add in, let me see here, your cheese, okay, into because this helps act as a binder for, now I'm going to add the egg. Okay. And now, me and the food. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in the other ingredients, seasoning. Okay. Now with that out of the way, I usually use my hands, but I'm going to be dainty and not use them right now. But you're going to go ahead and mix this all together. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, just one egg, but believe me, it does the job. It's the cheese that kind of holds this all together. The egg just solidifies it. It's more like the cement that holds it all together. And so we're just mixing this up so it's incorporated well. And then once we do that, so it's basically like this, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna form our pizza crust, okay? So we're gonna actually take this, we're gonna pat it out. And we're gonna make our pizza crust. I usually like to freeze, make several and then freeze the pizza crusts, and then you can take them out when you want to make a quick dinner because they're ready to go, and all you do is preheat your oven to 400 and add the toppings that you want. So basically we're going to go ahead and make this just slightly larger and make it in the shape of a pizza. I actually use the square hand, yes my dear. So my technician had to fix the music. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and go on. So we have our pizza crust all set right here. And we're gonna go ahead and make sure.
That looks like actual pizza crust except with zucchini.
Exactly. So we're gonna go ahead and flatten this out. And like I said, the oven is preheated to 400 degrees. It's going to take 20 minutes. So at the end of 20 minutes, I'm going to take it out and then we're going to put on our toppings. And for this one, we're just going to do regular cheese because my daughter doesn't do sausage or mushrooms or any other type of veggie. So we'll just go with this. So we're going to go ahead and add this, put this into the oven. It's going to bake for approximately 20 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the timer on. We're going to go for 20 minutes. Set and forget. And we'll be right back.
Ooh, that looks yummy.
You know you can actually record. So while we're waiting for the things to cook, this is where all my herbs are. Right here I have dill. So if you haven't seen what dill looks like, it kind of looks like that.
It's surprising that the
And then here I have oregano, and it smells absolutely delicious. And here is my basil. Over here I have thyme. I love the smell of this. And then over here I have my rosemary. These guys have been going nuts on me. But this is what I like to use as much as I possibly can. I use fresh herbs, and I use this in the sauce that we're about to use in the pizza. So hopefully you'll enjoy it. So as you saw, I have my herbs outside, but I've also tried to grow garlic like 3 years in a row now. Is it like 3 years?
Yeah.
And we have this little family of chipmunks that live under our deck. So Sydney wanted to bring something up. So what was it that you wanted to share? Oh, as a matter of fact, there goes a chipmunk as we speak.
Right,
Okay, but anyway, what would you like to tell them?
the chipmunks, they would always come in and eat our garlic.
Every single one.
Yeah, every single one. Because I used to think that they're going to make a salad because they're.
I said that they're Italian. That our
Yeah,
chipmunks
I
must
thought
be
they were
Italian
gonna go.
because they found every single one of the cloves that I put into the ground. Every one perfectly round, circled, dug up. Little turkeys. They ate every bit of my garlic. I don't even know if I'm going to get garlic this year. You ready? All right, I'm actually going to stop a little bit early because our crust is ready to go.
Ooh.
As you can see, it's nice and golden brown on the top. So I'm going to go ahead over here and I'm going to grab the sauce. Excuse me, Sid. I'm going to grab the sauce and I'm actually going to put the sauce on. Okay? So this is the homemade sauce that I made from fresh tomatoes and the fresh herbs that I showed you just now. And I'm going to go ahead and put the sauce on. Now Sydney is not a big, she used to love sauce, but now she's kind of getting out of that habit. So I'm only going to put a little bit of sauce on here. And I have a mixture.
But homemade is perfect.
Yeah. I have a mixture of cheeses. I have cheddar, mozzarella, and a little bit of Parmesan. And so we're just going to go ahead and put this around the top. Usually Sydney's actually made her own pizzas before.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So as you can tell, I like to put a lot of cheese. But remember, the crust does have cheese on it, as it is.
Cheese is the best.
Yeah, cheese is the best. Do you want to put the seasonings on with your
Oh,
fingers?
sure.
Sprinkle with your fingers.
We are matching. We both got blue nail polish.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So, all right. So we got just a little bit of Italian seasoning that we're putting over the top.
Italiano.
Okay, we're gonna put it back in the oven, and it's gonna cook for another.
There's a few more.
It's okay, babe. Okay, it's gonna cook for another 15 minutes or so, or until the topping is completely melted. So I'm gonna go ahead and start my timer. I'm gonna put it for 20, but most likely we won't need that. Okay. Well, it's only been about 7 minutes, and the cheese is melted. Sydney doesn't like it when it gets, browned or anything like that, so I'm going to take hers out early. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the timer on that. And I'm going to go ahead and voila, there's our
Ooh.
pizza. And so I'm going to go ahead and take our pizza out. You can hear that sizzle, yum, 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 sizzling away. Now, I'm
Sizzle,
gonna
sizzle.
Sizzle away. So I actually have. Where is that? There we go. So I actually have a handy dandy pizza cutter. Not that you need it.
Thingy-mabob.
The thingamajiggy.
I call it a
Alright.
thingy-mabob.
So I'm going to go ahead and slice this. Now, this is not going to be firm where you can actually pick it up with your fingers. You're probably going to have to use a knife and fork just because it doesn't come out as firm as like if you did cauliflower crust. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out a piece so that you can see what it looks like. And Sydney is going to try and
I'm going to eat it.
going to eat it. So Sydney's going to try to eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Sorry. Lots of cheese.
Oh, cheesy. That's so cheesy, Mom.
I'm cheesy, you know that.
Yeah.
All right. So I didn't quite get that, but we'll put that back on there. So if you want to come take a look, come over here so you can see. This is basically how it looks. You can make it thicker. I like to use those aluminum foil pans and make a thicker crust, but it's up to you. So now I'm going to give this hand the wand over. There we go.
The magical wand.
All right, and Sydney, go ahead. Make sure to blow on it because it's going to be really hot.
Okay. I know.
And tell them what you think.
Okay. I'm being
bouncy without a knife. I don't use knives. Mmm. A bit warm, but that is good.
All right. Well, that is my wonderful zucchini crust pizza, and I really do hope that you try this recipe, that you enjoy it, and it really is delicious. Good luck. Have fun.